Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between FoCuS and Sheik. This game taking place here on Echo Isle. Over here on the top right hand side of the map of Echo Isle we have, well, player who pretty much needs no introduction from the WarCraft 3 community, FoCuS, as the blue orc. Insert fanfare here. Over here on the top left hand side of the map we have Sheik spawning as the teal, come on, get back out there, teal undead player. And what will he be opening up with? It is going to be Altar of Darkness and Crypt as he spawns as the teal undead. Undead versus orc in this 1v1 matchup, as FoCuS seems to be opening up with, well, a Farseer, quick tech to tier 2 since there currently is no barracks. With that said, how much lumber can he really harvest during this time, and will he be setting up a voodoo lounge, or does he just hope to put a lot of pressure with that Farseer first? Farseer first has become an ever-growing popular strategy, as it is best to try and counter that Crypt Lord. Let's see, Farseer already being trained up, waiting for a Ziggurat to be coming in from Sheik, and it is going to be a Crypt Lord trying to go for a fast expansion here on Echo Isle. Now, FoCuS does have a decent number of, well, peons on lumber right now, and I'm curious to see if he's going to go into 17. Yeah, he is going to go into 17. Will he actually go into 18 peons, or will he just try for that tech to tier 2? When I mean 18, I mean 18 supply. Will he try to train up? Yes, he will. So he is still going to go for additional peons and then tech to tier 2, meaning that he halts his peon. Well, thank you for the subs. Thank you very much right there. He is going to be going for that peon, but at the same time, well, during that tech, no, he canceled. All right, he canceled one peon for that faster tech to tier 2, as the Farseer is going to be coming out. Thank you for the subs out there. It definitely does help. What is this peon doing? Oh, he's going to go ahead and try and pick up a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Does in fact steal it. And with that Forest Troll Shadow Priest, he will be able to abolish magic those beetles. Thanks for the subs out there. If for all of you guys who watch on YouTube, please consider, or as a little bit of a reminder, if you do have an Amazon Prime account and, well, you automatically have a free sub, please consider using that free sub for me. It does definitely help pay the bills in terms of just, keeping everything together and in order. And that will be the last about that, because, well, just really want to focus on this game here as we are looking at, well, Spirit Wolves going after those Acolytes. Good morning, Chicago, as well, one person in Chicago, as an Acolyte is going to try and get pressured in. Oh, Ghouls is going to be able to put pressure here onto that Farseer. Farseer going to be able to perhaps try and get back away, as the Crypt Lord does have beetles, and we are looking at, well, one Acolyte already taken down. Another Acolyte could get taken down right there. Oh, there it goes. It gets taken out. It was hoping, perhaps Sheik was hoping that it would teleport off to this location instead. Teleported off to there, as the Farseer are going to go ahead and resummon up some Spirit Wolves. All right, 2 Acolytes already taken down, as the units are now looking to back away once more. More damage getting pressed on through as that Crypt Lord coming in from the north. All right, no fast expansion attempt as of yet. Sacrificial Skull and Rod of Necromancy now getting picked up, as the Farseer is going to try and pick up an additional Forest Troll Shadow Priest. I don't think so. Has to be very careful. There aggroes those units, and now they are going to try and engage once more. Farseer is going to try and engage, perhaps try and take down that Crypt Lord. A little bit of damage getting added in, as the Forest Troll Shadow Priest is in the back and now maxed out on mana. It will be able to perhaps get in some big damage, as a Forest Troll Berserker. FoCuS being able to grab a Forest Troll Berserker during this time, and with the peon after trailing behind him, as the Farseer was able to pull in a decent amount of that aggro away from that mercenary camp. So a decent sized army coming in from FoCuS. FoCuS, remember, didn't have a barracks, didn't build that barracks until after the tech to tier 2, but used a really strong strategy by trying to capitalize on that mercenary camp, even though it was not taken out. However, Sheik able to punish his opponent right there. A 4-unit surround on a Forest Troll Berserker, and suddenly FoCuS's army just seems that much weaker. Tauren Chieftain will be added in as well. We are going into a bestiary. So far, it is a single Grunt, a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, and a Farseer trying to shut down Sheik's expansion attempt. Back off to the north inside here, one Nerubian Tower. Ghoul is going to perhaps try and fight their way through FoCuS's. Ghoul is going to end up staying alive while on Blight. That Ghoul does have very good regeneration, as the Farseer, well, gonna come back over and try to put in a bit of pressure again. It looks as though one beetle will get taken down. More damage gonna add up as the, well, it looks like a 4-stroll Shadow Priest down off here to the south, perhaps trying to regenerate a little bit of mana still. Damage adding up onto that those units here. A grunt down to 137 hit points. It looks like that will get taken down. Not worth saving. One more shot will do it. It gets taken out as the Crypt Lord still staying at level 2, and a Tauren Chieftain now joining in on the fight. Tauren Chieftain joining in the battle at 5 minutes 20 seconds as that Endurance Aura allows that Tauren Chieftain to move out across the field fairly fast. Farseer still without still not sitting at level 1 as the Crypt Lord may try and do another expansion attempt here. Yeah, I wish you could fix that for me. Good game, RU. This is from the Rust Brain Cup as the Crypt Lord gonna go after the Ogre Mad Guys down here. All right, damage going to continue to add over. Farseer, Spirit Wolves, 4-stroll Shadow Priest, Tauren Chieftain, Grunt going to go ahead and try and engage. Spirit Wolves going to try and engage again. Ghoul could easily get taken out. Gets an Impale. Is it a 2-unit surround? No, it is not. Farseer going after that Ghoul. Scroll of Speed. It looked like, no, it was not Scroll of Speed, just the Endurance Aura, allowing for that faster movement speed as the Spirit Wolf also taken out as well. Farseer trying to chase down some units here, going to get some damage. There's an Impale across onto that 4-stroll Shadow Priest. 4-stroll Shadow Priest looks like it will get taken down, giving level 3 to that Crypt Lord and essentially upgrading all of those beetles. The beetles should be, well, coming out of the ground here in just a moment. There you are, 15 to 18 damage. Very powerful beetles indeed, as those beetles do have unlimited life. Back down here, there is still Blight to use. Should be able to summon in some of those Ziggurats as well. And 1-4 Trapper was taken down as the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain still trying to put in pressure as we are now going into the Wind Riders. Beautiful transition into Wind Riders while the Undead doesn't have that many options. All right, are we going to perhaps get a potential surround here? There is a little bit of damage. Farseer gets taken down. No Scroll of Town Portal available as the Wind Riders are now going to perhaps go after those ghouls. 2 Wind Riders in the air putting in pressure, and FoCuS is just bringing the battle to Sheik as Sheik is now trying to back up again. Back over here to the top right, we are teching the tier 3 dual bestiary Wind Riders with Envenom Spears. Could be a very fast tier 3 upgrade, and with those Envenom Spears, all of a sudden FoCuS's damage will simply just go through the roof, and his chasing ability. A new Orc Burrow will be added in as well. 3 more. Are we going to be looking at 3 more Wind Riders being trained up? In addition, this timing is going to be pretty much absolutely perfect. I think this Orc Burrow is actually a bit late. That Orc Burrow there is currently supply blocking his opponent. Barrage Bee. I do not remember the last time I saw Barrage being used in a pro game, but that was an absolutely fun game to watch. Death Knight, Crypt Lord, now out onto the battlefield. Crypt Fiends are now joining in on the fight here. Are we going to be getting that web? That is an important ability, to say the least. We do have 3 Wind Riders. Are we training up more Wind Riders? Yes, we are. 2 additional Wind Riders getting trained up as the Stronghold completes. We should be getting up a Wind Rider and also that Envenom Spears upgrade, but the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain really need to make up a lot of ground. Tome of Strength being left behind, as professional players do. Coming back across here, is he going to be able to clear out all of these creep camps here in just a moment? Beetle of Sheik making sure that no expansion was somehow sneakily placed down during all of this chaos, as we're going to see one, well, Beetle get finished up pretty quickly. Tauren Chieftain has opted to go for Stomp to stomp on all of those spiders. Meanwhile, Farseer heads back home, picking up a tiny Great Hall. All right, that was actually unexpected. Going for a tiny Great Hall at this point in stage in the game, not going for the additional Wind Rider, and so he's going to be trying to train up some additional peons instead, and a tiny Great Hall. This is a beautiful strategy by FoCuS. Sheik has just scouted out his opponent, saw that the creep camp wasn't even cleared. A minute later, we are going to have a fully operational Great Hall expansion, and Sheik is just going to go, like, when did he do this? Crypt Lord at level 3, Death Knight at level 2 does have a Pendant of Energy, and that is going to definitely help him out as well. All right. Definitely gonna, yeah, Rush Brain Cup. Nice to see these new servers working out. So people, yes, we can actually see Eastern and Western players playing together without horrible lag. As an Impale does go down. Tauren Chieftain, Death Coil finishes off a Grunt. We are now seeing a 47 supply. Oh, what is this? Wind Rider Illusions now joining in on the battle, and all of a sudden, this is really going to make it look like the Sheik that there is no potential expansion whatsoever. And because, well, if there was an expand, because of the additional gold for that Wind Rider, oh, Tauren Chieftain could be in trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used in time, going to turn back around. Are we going to perhaps see a Stomp or anything right there? Stomp, no, needs to be placed down. Tauren Chieftain needs to back away. He is low on hit points as that Stomp does come to an end. Impale picks up and takes down the Tauren Chieftain, giving level 4 to the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord at level 4, Farseer seen at level 3. Wind Riders are just going to town across all of these units. Can he actually figure out which ones are real and which ones are fake, as 2 Wind Riders are left behind? 37 supply FoCuS trying to retreat back away. There goes another quick web, and that Wind Rider will get taken out, giving level 3 to the Death Knight. FoCuS has been playing some great games, but a little bit of a mistake there, trying to re-engage with that Tauren Chieftain when he was so low on hit points. He uses the Potion of Invulnerability, gets one Stomp off, and then a quick Impale by the Crypt Lord finishes it off there. Crypt Lord also with the Orb of Corruption to be able to attack those Wind Riders, as the expansion, well, no Watchtowers, no Orc Burrows, means there are going to be 5 if not 7 dead peons here pretty quickly. All right, more beetles going to be coming up. Are they going to actually accidentally walk into a straight line? And if they do, that is going to be, come on, Impale. No Impale? No Impale. The units are just going to back away as the Wind Riders are going to engage once more. There goes the Impale. Wind Riders to try and counteract the Impale, but the Frost Nova is still incredibly powerful as the units are now retreating back. Scroll of Speed being used as the Wind Rider is going to try and chase. There is, well, a little bit more damage, and still adding up. Crypt Fiends are going to end up getting, well, being forced to retreat back down. There goes another Crypt Fiend as the Wind Riders are just going to town across all of these units once more. All right, are we going to see another round of those Obsidian statues get taken out? Another Wind Rider getting lost as well, as Death Coils are going after Death Coils and, well, the Crypt Lord attacks going after those units once more. Lich down to 280 hit points, needs to get mana and hit points, as we're looking at, well, another Spirit Wolf getting taken out there. Wind Riders, 3 Wind Riders in the air here, as the Death Knight, the Crypt Lord, and the Lich now making their way out across the map again. Lich being forced to back up there. Death Coil saving the Lich again. Death Knight at level 3. Stomp trying to shut down the ground units, but nothing is really dealing with any of that air, as the Obsidian statues are retreating back. Tauren Chieftain trying to go after those units again. Are we going to see another Obsidian statue get taken down? Yes, one Obsidian statue taken down. Another Obsidian statue should be easily taken down right here. No, is going to get focused down? That is the question, as one Wind Rider gets, well, webbed down and lost. All right, more damage adding back up. Tauren Chieftain coming back across. Are we going to see a Stomp here? There is that Stomp, but it only hits one Crypt Lord, really, as the units are still trying to engage again. More web being brought over. 41 supply compared to 48 FoCuS with a slight advantage here, as another Wind Rider, or another 2 Wind Riders, get focused down. All right, Crypt Fiend now trying to back away. Spirit Wolf, however, getting in that damaging normal attack, not even a critical strike needed to finish off that last 35 hit points. Wind Rider trying to get back away again, and then Sheik able to web down once more, and we are, well, in a situation where Sheik has a slight advantage. 36 supply compared to 42. Expansion is now getting underway by Sheik, as FoCuS is getting forced to retreat back as well. Death Knight, Unholy Aura trying to catch up to all of these units. A little bit of mana on those destroyers, I believe. No mana on those destroyers, but still decent amount of damage here. Are we perhaps going to get some new Obsidian statues and Crypt Fiends to join back in and bolster the supply, or bolster up this army? 41 supply compared to 42. Supply counts are pretty much the same. One Obsidian statue looking to get in a lot of work. Lich very close to level 3, going after the Tide Runners and the Huntsmen again. Nightcrawler going to get taken down. There it goes. Lich now at level 3, and that level 3 is a bigger deal because of that level 2 Frost Nova, which is really the only spell that is cost effective against those Wind Riders, slowing them down, reducing their chasing ability and their attack speed. Coming back through, Crypt Lord sitting at level 4. Items, oh, Lich with Some big items indeed. Gloves of Haste, 2 Claws of Attack, and an Orb of Corruption, plus 15 damage. But that also means that the Crypt Lord does not have the ability to attack air. As we're coming back around, Farseer, Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain going to be getting up to level 4 here in just a second. That's going to be faster attack speed on those Wind Riders as well. Are we going into not a Voodoo Lounge, the Spirit Lodge? No, we are not. No Bloodlust or anything to increase the attack speed even further, as the peons are now trying to get away again. Destroyers going to be getting into position. Beetles are all in position, and here we are. Lich with Frost Armor. Tauren Chieftain trying to lead the charge. Are we going to get a Devour Magic? Oh, come on. There's such a low hit point unit right there trying to back away again. All right, 1 Crypt Fiend lost in transit. FoCuS now going into 57 supply. FoCuS with the supply lead once more. Sheik with the economic lead right now, but he is only mining on with 1 Acolyte. So I take it back. He does not have the economic lead. 12 gold a second compared to 14, as we're looking at a big fight here. Big Frost Nova across multiple units. Destroyer is going to try and engage. Wind Rider is able to finish off 1 Destroyer and 2 Destroyers, taken down pretty much instantaneously, as the Tauren Chieftain is threatening to just try and, well, stomp down some of those Beetles. Tauren Chieftain, what is it doing? Potion of Invulnerability. There's a stomp going after the Lich. Potion of Invulnerability. Scroll of Town Portal, trying to transfer it back over, as there is a couple of, well, spears as well. All right, spears heading back. Peons now trying to make their way back off to the north. Tauren Chieftain needs to heal up. He wants to try and hide off in the back as well. No potion of healing, as the Wind Riders are going to, well, rain on down from the south, from the north again. Sheik looking to shut down the Great Hall. 33 supply compared to 60 FoCuS. With the major supply advantage, the Wind Riders are going to show up to the party here. And, well, if it takes down the Great Hall, it may be enough. Peons are now back over. Are they going to repair? Yes, they are going to repair, but it's not going to be enough, as the Tauren Chieftain now stomps his way through, finishing off 1 Crypt Fiend. Peons, well, going to go ahead and Scroll of Speed back home a little bit of the way to try and get gold again. Meanwhile, back over here on the bottom left, a Ziggurat is getting added in. Acolytes are adding in as well. We should be looking at some Spirit Towers here to try and keep those Crypt Fiends at bay. Coming back around, a Death Knight with that pendant. Lich, Crypt Fiends, Beetles. No, it is going to be a Nerubian Tower, no Spirit Tower. Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 5 for that level 3 Stomp. And that level 3 Stomp, well, is going to shut down many of the bugs. The bugs just don't like to be stepped on. And the bugs are really there to try and slow down and counter the opposing Wind Riders. Wind Riders are now, well, leading the charge here. 52 supply compared to 51. Tiny Great Hall being reestablished once more. The ease of which Orc can establish up an expansion at tier 3 is no laughing matter, as FoCuS, well, is establishing up that base with no problem so far. 1 Nerubian Tower, Tomb of Relics getting added in as well. The army size still a little bit too small. 45 supply compared to 53. Tauren Chieftain going to lay down a monstrous stomp. Finishes off a Crypt Fiend with no problem. Crypt Fiend number 2, gets a Death Coil to try to stay alive, as the Lich is now taking a little bit of damage. There's a Chain Lightning. Sheik could end up losing his own Lich right there, as we now see a Death Coil, Frost Nova, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability transferred at 31 seconds. And wow, just a little bit of ping difference, making it possible for these tough clutch moments. Farseer, however, finally taken out after the Crypt Lord able to impale again, as well. It happened to the Tauren Chieftain, might as well happen to the Farseer as well. Wind Rider now looking to back away still, as we see an impale go down. Tauren Chieftain, is it going to get surrounded? Yes. Is it going to be enough to finish it off? Is it going to try and break it free? Death Knight does have a little bit of mana. Tauren Chieftain down to 309, going after the unit. No, there's a Death Coil there. There's the Orb of Corruption finishing off that attack again, as the Tauren Chieftain, with its level 2 Endurance Aura, able to slip away. Hey, Burrow Rush, thank you for tuning in. Nerubian Tower, low hit point Obsidian Statue, perhaps should be repaired. Repairing the Obsidian Statue, always incredibly important, as we are looking at the Death Knight now making its way back over. What is going on here? Death Knight is going to finish off any of these peons. There's a Death Coil with 1 peon down. Death Knight gonna go ahead and go after another peon of FoCuS. And is this gonna be enough? Rod of Necromancy. There goes another peon as well. 43 supply compared to 53. Wind Riders here, ready to welcome all of these units as the Tauren Chieftain, well, trying to make its way back over, perhaps getting on a stomp, and they're gonna finish off a Crypt Fiend as well. All right, Impale, well, going after one Wind Rider. Wind Rider could easily still get taken down as the Tauren Chieftain still going after the Obsidian statue there. All right, more damage adding in back and forth. Tauren Chieftain, well, trying to protect all of these units. The Crypt Lord and the Death Knight still working together. If the Death Knight gets up to level 3, all bets are off. Level 3 Death Coil does pose a major damage indeed, as we are looking at these units trying to fight their way through. Lich should be joining back in on the battle here in just a moment. There's level 5 on the Death Knight, and as the Crypt Lord is trying to absorb a large amount of damage, the units still need to back away. That Crypt Lord cannot just sit there taking so many spears from that Wind Rider, as the Tauren Chieftain, well, still healing back up with those healing salves. Crypt Lord could have gotten one attack in right there. Obsidian statue, well, reinforcing this as we are looking at 46 supply compared to 50. Economically speaking, FoCuS has not been able to mine freely. Sitting at 52 hit points really does need to be repaired. It's the Obsidian statues of Sheik have been focused down very, very quickly, and well, it does make sense to try and repair these Obsidian statues before we bring them out to a next fight. FoCuS now jumping up to 58 supply. Sheik jumping up to 54 supply. We are looking at a third Obsidian statue joining in on the battle. Spirit Wolves right here, and in comes some damage. All right, Acolyte gonna get taken out. There goes one. Spirit Wolves turning back around. They're gonna get resummoned. Lich is back out onto the battlefield, regenerating a bit of mana as well. Are we perhaps gonna get a second Orb of Corruption? That actually may make a bit of sense. Getting up a second Orb of Corruption to be able to attack air units. Lich does not have an Orb of Mana. Death Knight does not have an Orb of Mana, as we're looking at the Spirit Wolves trying to get away. Dust of Appearance, however, going to quickly reveal those units. Down goes one Shadow Wolf. Farseer, Tauren Chieftain, sitting at 5-5, going up against a 5-5-3. Is that Lich going to get burst down to Orb of Corruption? No Orb of Mana. Pendant of Mana. There's no Orb of Mana. All right, Impale coming across. Tauren Chieftain going to be in a little bit of problems. Is going to try and throw down a Stomp. There is the Stomp right there. Death Knight had backed away in time, as we're going to see a Death Coil not going to be in time right there. Tauren Chieftain down to 317 hit points, needing to buy a Scroll of Town Portal, trying to get away. Chain Lightning finishing off 2 Crypt Fiends. And wow, that hit and run tactic right there, finishing off a couple of Crypt Fiends. Sheik purposely staying in low, or no, jumping into high upkeep again. Or low upkeep again, 55 supply compared to 58, being forced to retrain up these Crypt Fiends constantly, and those Obsidian statues, as we're now going to go into an engagement here. All right, one Orc Burrow off to the side. Is that going to easily get taken out? Perhaps, as the more beetles will be popping up out of the woodwork here. No destroyers for that Devour magic onto those Shadow Wolves there, as the Wind Riders are going to get ready to engage. All right, in comes the battle. Beetles are going to get finished off. There goes an Impale. Tauren Chieftain. Is he in trouble? No, he is not. He has a potion of healing. Crypt trying to get healed back up. Crypt Fiends, they are in a massive retreat away, but simply too many Wind Riders. FoCuS with the Envenom Spears, as the Tauren Chieftain does have a potion of healing, but it's already used. There goes a Stomp. Tauren Chieftain trying to back away down to 240 hit points. Scroll of Speed trying to get away. Death Coil onto the Tauren Chieftain, followed by the Impale. Tauren Chieftain falls, as the Death Knight now has a potion of lesser invulnerability himself. Farseer in a massive run and retreat. Wind Riders going after those units. It looks as though the Farseer are going to get ahead and get a Chain Lightning off, but not before the right behind, as we see the Farseer getting fall as well. FoCuS throws in the towel right there. Sheik getting both level 5 heroes at the very end. Clutch play, very long range on that Impale, finishing off that Tauren Chieftain, and Sheik really battling it through even though he was behind on resources. Very well played by Sheik over FoCuS here on Taranis Stand. Long distance Death Coil. I thought he was out of range, but somehow the Death Knight was able to close in on that distance and get it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.